Alright, I hit another couple of flea markets today, this time over in New Jersey, the Garden State. And I guess you could say I looted all their tools. They were selling stuff ridiculously cheap over there. I was amazed. Stuff that we would pay $2 and $4 for here in New York, they're selling for 50 cents, a dollar. Got a lot of stuff here. Most of this will be spares, the things I already have, that's alright. I break and lose tools, and you really cannot replace these anymore with a good American-made tool. This is old school Craftsman, made in USA. Got all the usual sizes, some metrics in there, some standards, a whole pile of everything. There's a lot of S&K in there too. My average paying prices are 50 cents to $1 on all of these. You know, some less. Some were bundles, $1 for a little handful of small wrenches, like these little things like that. Whole little set of sockets over here. This is Craftsman Impact, brand new by the look of it, USA made, $10 I think that was. Miscellaneous sockets. We got some industrial tool sockets there, which you really don't see that much anymore because they stopped production in the early 1970s. But you can still find them time to time. These are probably going to end up being sold to someone who collects them. I don't really need them. We have a set of Craftsman Deeps. We have a set of New Britain or Black Hawk and S&K deep sockets, 12 points. Most of them I think are 12 point. In good shape. In a nice carry box, which is the way I like them. Genuine Ford parts sign. Put that over the top of my Model T. A couple of antique hub wrench. Well, one antique hub wrench. Probably, I know it'll fit a Ford, but this is not for a Ford. This is something else. I'll figure it out. That one is some kind of, probably a tank tool or something like that. Turn out just a multi-tool, old style. Brand new, USA made. You know, for those of you who do not know, vice grips are no longer made in this country. They're made somewhere else. They're not up to the same quality they used to be. This is a USA made vice grip. You can see it's got the fabrication clamp on there. Brand new by the look of it. Really nice vice grip. Let's see where, somewhere in there it says USA, but I'm gonna look for it now. Craftsman, nice Craftsman heavy duty steel bracket. And now this is a Cole's wrench. Now the Cole company, I think his name was Augustus Cole or something like that. See if you can, I don't know if you can read that on there. No, you can't. I got to clean it up first. But this is the first monkey wrench. It's also the first adjustable wrench that you can control with one hand. You can open and close it with one hand. Well, it'll be easier once I grease it up. But in nice condition. It's not all beat up. Very nice. The first monkey wrench. All the pipe wrenches you know today originated from this. This one was probably made around between 1890 and 1900. This is nice. This is S&K. It's fine tooth ratchet, swivel head, see like that. Not used very much, if at all. Very nice. I'm not sure S&K even makes this anymore. I gotta look it up. These usually like a $50, $60 tool from S&K, maybe more today. And I got it for, I believe, $12 or something like that. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This was part of a bundle deal. So it probably was around $10 or $12. The guy with a whole bunch of wrenches and sockets and stuff, we just piled it up and said, how much? She got some hammers. Nice pair of Crowder curved needle nose. Those are always handy for things. USA Craftsman chisel, which is probably going to end up back at Sears because they still offer USA made chisels there. This is Blue Point snap-on. That's a spark plug boot puller for those of you who don't know what that is. And this is a nice one because it's got spring on it. See that? It springs back open automatically. You don't do it by hand. A brass scraper. A couple of Craftsman chisels there. Chrome vanadium alloy Ford. Now this is a flywheel turner. So you can turn a flywheel on your car from underneath without having to get out and screw around with the crankshaft. All look at that. That's Mac Tools. $5. $5 for that. Mac Tools probably gets $80 for that. Now here we have another little Coleman Lantern. I picked one of these up last weekend at the flea market. And I scored another one today, same exact price of $15. This one actually has the case. Not that I really need the case, but it's brand new and it's fully fueled, which is okay because Coleman fuel pretty much lasts forever. Yeah, it's in good shape, it's fully fueled, it's ready to go, worth its weight in gold if you need light in the darkness. Maglites. Maglites are always good. Maglite guarantees these. If they screw up, you can send it back to Maglite, they'll fix it. And this one is even working. Even has batteries in it. That was part of the bundle deal with some of the sockets in this and some other things. I probably paid about $1 for it. A couple more Maglites there. They were also working, but I took the batteries out for storage. Those are the mini mags. Always good to have. Kennedy box, that big red toolbox there. Guy wanted to get rid of it, and he left all the tools in it. There was a bunch of stuff in there, some of it which is on the table, miscellaneous sockets and little chisels and whatnot. What did I pay for this? I think it was about 20 bucks, something like that. And it's got all the drawers, everything's working, it's in nice condition. We have this extra long Mac screwdriver. I don't know exactly what I'm going to use that for, but it's Mac tools, so it's guaranteed forever. It's in good shape. I can always get it replaced if something happens. And you never know. You know, it's good to have tools like this because you just don't know when you're going to have a use for it. If nothing else, there are certain rifles I know that have screws deep down in the stocks, you know, to hold it to the receiver. That'll definitely do the job, maybe. I saw a couple Model T, little tiny toy cars I couldn't refuse. That one right there, that's my Model T. 1925 Ford Runabout. That's the one I actually have that car. The very one that that model is made from. Or at least the same type. That's just a Peerless. I bought it because, hey, it was part of the bundle deal, so I figured, why not? Possibles bag. Brand new, never used, couple bucks. You know, it's got some pouches in there. It's always nice to have a few extras of these. Always useful for those of us who shoot black powder. I got for $1 another outer shotgun cleaning kit. I bought a shotgun cleaning kit last weekend. Paid a similar price for it. These are vintage. It's 1960s and 70s. All metal pieces in there. Really nice ones, and I hate to go past these. I don't really need any more. I must have 20 of them, but I figure, you know what? You can always use another. This looks like crap, but believe it or not, that's a New Britain tool, and that's a good quality tool. That'll clean up. And it still works. Nice swivel head socket, swivel head ratchet. Always use one of those. We got some good American-made files. They look like junk now, but not when I clean them up. They'll look much better. Trust me. Oh, yeah, I didn't turn around here. This is the other box. This box is the $10 box, and all the crap that's in it came with it. Didn't even realize that nice little die set is there. Look at that. All complete, American-made in the box. Couple more files. Some Craftsman screw extractors. Bunch of sockets, miscellaneous ratchets, stuff like that. All kinds of screwdrivers. And these are Torx, an entire set. Didn't even realize that's there. You go to Sears, you gotta pay like 20 bucks and change for those. Probably more than that. Sure, they sell them, you know, they don't sell them piecemeal. Oh, they do sell them piecemeal, but they'll be $5 or $6 each. This is a Dremel tool. This is the variable speed, made in USA Dremel. It's got all the attachments with it. Everything, look at this. Nice, it's even got the, what do you call it, the extension on it. It'll let you twist it and turn it and everything like that. Very nice. I think this is 20 bucks. Try paying for that for a Dremel today. And the Dremel you get, let me make sure this is it. I don't know if the Dremel itself is made in USA. Let me see. I think it is. There you go. I'm told the Dremel's starting to make stuff outside the country now too. Maybe all of that stuff. But this is a USA made Dremel. Nice one. Very nice one. Because right now I have a Dremel 1. That's the old one from the 50s. Or the 60s, whenever they started first making it. So I could use an upgrade, and I got one. And that's the haul for today. And that's a nice Craftsman box. I actually have the larger version of the very same box. This is a 1980s vintage Craftsman box, which means, again, you've heard me say it 1,000 times, made in USA. Today, the shit they sell is all made somewhere else, and the quality simply is not the same. I don't care how much Sears claims it is. And this one actually had some nice S&K sockets in there. These are nice. You know, it's always nice to have spares because you know, when you work with tools every day, under the conditions I sometimes do, you lose stuff. It just disappears. It walks away, gets legs, and just walks away. And sometimes you break things. And if you break this, you know, the Craftsman you get is not going to say USA on it. Does this one say USA? It does somewhere, but I can't see it. Actually, that might be a modern one. No, V-Series is not modern. Maybe one of the other ones says it. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you see it? Made in USA. You don't see that on their sockets anymore because they're not. All kinds of little attachments for the hammer there. We got all kinds of... genuine American-made nippers. A friend of mine who turns things back at Sears all the time is saying, give me that. I'll turn it back at Sears for more robust ones. The hell you are. That's American-made. You're not taking that back. I don't care how twiggy it looks. That thing will hold up. And it has for many years. It's going to many more. I'll be snipping branches for years to come. You know, for $1, you can't go wrong with that. Oh, line wrenches. These are always nice. And that's actually an Industro. Yeah, that's an Industro tool. Put that with the sockets. Nice little line wrench there. I think that about covers it. That's everything. Oh, yeah. The big sockets I saw. Somebody for like a couple dollars each. I don't know why they sell this stuff cheap in Jersey, but they do. Last weekend at the flea markets, I couldn't get these kinds of deals. I think there was only like one guy this time who was playing hardball for stuff, and I just walked away from him. He was in one of them indoor places. It's more like a mall anyway. But the outdoor vendors, they wanted that stuff gone. They didn't care. 50 cents, $1. That's 30 millimeter socket, and it's American made. You go try to buy that and see what it costs. I tell you right now, it's not going to be $1. Especially these heavy S&Ks. And this S&K, 1.25 inch. Craftsman, I think it's 1 3/16. No, that's 32 millimeter. There's an 1 3/16 here somewhere. Yeah, there we go, 1 3/16. We got it. Snap-on crow's foot wrenches. Look at that, $1 each. $1 each. Go to your Snap-on dealer and see what they want for them. But there you go. So it gives me a few little spares to throw in my emergency spares box there, so I don't have to have a conniption fit when a socket. Well, I will have a conniption fit when one of my sockets walks away, but at least I know I'm covered. You know, I got some spares put away, and this is oddball. This is SK. What is this? A 5/8? No, this is a 13/16. Never saw one with quite that much of a hex on the back of it like that. It's just old school, I guess, old style. But there you go. Yeah. And the Ford parts, I'm not going to go wrong with that. Okay, that's the haul for this particular little excursion into flea market land, this time in New Jersey. Thank you, New Jersey. We appreciate it.